The trillionaire life of Obama's daughter. Barack and Michelle Obama were the world's most powerful couple for a spell, and this time brought them unwelcome attention. To their two lovely daughters, Sasha and Malia, these young women typically would have appeared to be typical children. But there will inevitably be issues when the former president's daughter is apprehended smoking a joint today at a public gathering. We're going to peek inside Obama's daughters' lives as the First Lady and previous President of the United States. Sasha and Malia visited Mom and Dad, who grew up in Chicago. Malia was 3 years Sasha's senior. She was inherently endowed with a certain amount of star power. Sasha then enters as the reserved little rebel, who must fight for dominance with her sister when their interests don't align. It was a traditional power struggle, sister style, based on the obvious distinction in age, where Mom and Dad owned the most important statement. However, Malia was a bit. Sasha and Malia are queens of the kingdom, were, respectively, 8 and 10 years old, as they were abruptly jolted out of what they once considered to be a typical life. Afterward, they went to the University of Chicago laboratory schools, where their pop quizzes were the main concerns, and skipped soccer practice, and then dinner. Barack Obama released the shock on them by saying, "Hey kids, we are traveling from Chicago to Washington, D.C., intending to run for president." In 2008, the president publicly stated that his daughters were unwilling to relocate to another city because they would need to begin forming new friendships. America, as a whole, chose its destiny. They were thrust into an entirely different universe. Everything quickly turned against them. There was nothing that could have prepared the two young ladies for the next step. They had to change who they were. One of them may have wanted to be renowned like Beyonce in the future, but their level of fame comes with a lot of judgment and perhaps not a great deal of personal pleasure, as one might anticipate based on the celebrity status of a music star. They had to depart a little too soon from their early years, particularly Sasha, whom I assume her parents would always make sure Malia is doing her best. Their father had a portion of their room with a more significant role. He wasn't the only one. He would run for president as well, late for their ballet class pickup or fail to appear. America was adopted by Daddy's first love for the following 8 years of their lives, but continues to enjoy family life customs, such as movie nights, celebrating vacations, and spending time with their dog. Interesting fact, due to Malia's sensitivity, finding a pet dog required several months before they were able to locate a dog. The hypoallergenic breed was frequent before dying. The first dog was called Bo. In 2017, they went to the prestigious private Friends of Sidwell School till they completed high school. Spending time with them meant no sleepovers where they could get intoxicated and run the risk of becoming controversial. Or are they able to join a fraternity where they can indulge in a crazy way of living? Their lives were different, and that meant something more about the two countries' relationships in America. Sisters Malia is the most gregarious, while she made an effort to retain most of her private romantic life. Some of it struck the headlines. She was the most well-liked. Her relationship with her boyfriend, Rory Farquharson, a law student from Britain, dating during the period she was studying at Harvard, has not yet said when they began, but then the news arrived. They were frequently observed. Let the busy, a group of people in New York, be aware that it was a grave relationship, but similarly, the partnership dissolved, and they were no longer together. By the beginning of 2022, no one is aware of whether they split up in the previous year, although the rumors are, considering how long they have been together at around 5 years old, no one understands why they split up, or that was the only thing that verified the connection that she possessed. The others were not confirmed, one of which was a recommended experimentation with Ethiopian music by a producer named Dwight Eklund. Neither Mal nor Ekan are in the spotlight, publicly acknowledged their relationship. By the conclusion of 2023, Malia was spotted with a man, a rapper, and everyone believed she had a new romantic partner. The rumors weren't sufficient to be considered something, since they were only captured on camera, jointly once, while she was at a sushi restaurant. We interpret it as an indication of a deeper. We'll never know the connection. Sasha, there hasn't been much talk about her partnerships, but she had a strong relationship with Clifton at the age of 3. How do we know? Powell. Michelle Obama openly expressed her support for Clifton's relationship. He is a commercial director with well-known clients, including Pepsi and Nike. I performed some research. Then, I discovered that they had met following her transfer to the University of 2021 in Southern California. They have been mentioned in conjunction in Los Angeles, and they seem to have a solid relationship. Melia has been seen spending time with Powell. It indicates that everyone in the family is on. It won't ever sink on that ship. Soon their goals and perspectives. While President Barack Obama was in office, his daughters, Sasha and Mal, had some unique experiences. Sasha, who was only 8 at the time, became the world's second youngest child. The youngest person ever to serve in the White House was John F. Kennedy Jr., who moved into the White House 2 months after his birth. Both girls were regarded as excellent students, who brought pride to their fathers with their outstanding grades. Despite numerous guards nearby, they continued to interact socially and participated in sports like tennis and soccer. Their parents had a significant impact on their perceptions of the globe. In Obama's inaugural address as president, he shared his desire that his daughters would be resilient and reliant on having big dreams and doing wonderful things for America. He hoped they would develop into pleasant and diligent adult women who could improve the world. Sasha and Melia took these comments to heart, concentrating intently on their goals and pursuing their favorite activities. When Melia was in high school, she worked in TV studios in Los Angeles and New York during the summers of 2014 and 2015. She even held an internship at the U.S. Embassy in Madrid, Spain, where she gained personal knowledge of Spanish culture. When Sasha was 15, she was seen working at a seafood eatery during her summer break in August 2016. Many Americans were astonished to see the daughter of the president taking such a routine job. Even though the media continually observed their actions, she and her sister Melia avoided the news for anything unfavorable. Until then, individuals were impressed by Sasha's decision to take a straightforward job rather than relishing the White House's comforts. Everyone she desired to encounter was experiencing life outside of the presidency. She gained knowledge about real-world obligations. Even though she didn't earn a lot of money, she acquired the necessary life skills and ties to daily life. Meanwhile, Melia Obama received her diploma, graduated from Harvard in 2021, and began working. She is currently in the entertainment sector as a writer for the Amazon Prime Video series *Swarm*. She only made a brief appearance last year in The Heart*, a movie that was screened at the Toronto International Film Festival and Sundance Film Festival. Melia even altered her last name in 2012 to preserve her individuality. Some may believe that Sasha's objectives aren't as malevolent as her elder sisters, who desires to dominate the film industry. But it's perfectly acceptable to wish to live an ordinary life, even though their lives appear to be exciting. Melia and Sasha Obama have both had to deal with disapproval, even from those who don't like their father, Barack Obama. Melia has faced more negativity compared to Sasha. In 2016, Melia was filmed smoking what appeared to be similar to a club at La Po Music. She was also spotted dancing at the festival and enjoying herself, which resulted in a lot of media reaction to the widely shared video. It made detractors furious, but this was unexpected given that the city of Illinois had recently legalized marijuana use. Consequently, it was essentially a position where everyone was allowed to use marijuana, but the president's daughter was unable to. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let us know what you think and what you'd like to see next. Your support helps the channel grow.